Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the YouTube version of the after show, the Coastal Bros. We got
Sorry, I was getting into it.
you. We're getting into it. Where'd you go, man? You're like in the blue light district. There you are, man. We done. We probably have a couple guests here too, guys. Just talking. It's a little after show, like 20 minutes after show, just on a couple of things that we didn't get a chance to catch to the Coastal Bros. But you know, one is you know, what are you thinking about this new uh Monday Night Football duel?
You know what?
Like,
When I
like,
first heard it, I was thinking it's so weird, right? But then I was like,
yo, what's that?
no, that's my bad.
Go ahead.
No, that's my bad. I was like, okay, Troy Aikman is like now people who hate on Tony Romo, I thought he might get a shot, but then he didn't, and I was like, oh man. But then I was like, Troy Aikman, he's usually negative, but he's usually negative in a good way. So I was really happy when he got it. And then, dude, who doesn't love Buck?
A lot of people don't like Buck.
I like Buck.
No, do you understand? Joe Buck, for some reason, is hated by everybody because it's only because he, when he does the games, it's like he's going against your team.
Right.
He's anti-Titan. He's anti-Cowboy, anti-Chief, anti-Dodgers, anti-Yankees. Like, which is going to be kind of interesting because not only is Joe Buck leaving the football and Fox, he's also leaving MLB. So now you not only do you get a new voice on Sunday games, but you're
Hmm.
also going to get a new voice on MLB because I don't see him working both. Do you? Do you see him working both? I mean, there's no way. I've never seen somebody work two different networks, especially two big networks like this.
And it's funny, I was going to ask you, he does baseball too, right?
He does. He does
Okay.
he does the World Series. Him and John Smoltz.
Man,
So
that's a
now you,
working man.
well, I mean, his dad was a famous, St. Louis baseball broadcaster, very Jack Buck. You know, he was really really good. But I mean, it's like, hey, I can't believe it. I honestly thought, he it was like, oh, okay. When I saw that, I thought at first I thought it was a spoof. I thought it was a joke. I thought, oh, there's no way. Then there's no way. This team's not leaving. This team is John Madden, Pat Summerall for Fox, and this is Tony Romo and what's his old boy Nance,
Um,
Jim Nance, right?
yeah, that
Jim
sounds
Nance,
Larry Nance. That's why I'm like,
yeah, Jim Nance, right? I'm Jim Nance. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be the core group when it comes to um the broadcaster. So I figured, and then I figured Monday Night Football was always looking for a somebody, right? I actually like Mike Tirico, but I know he left the NBC, and I think he's going to be doing some Sunday Night Football because we're going to get a new Sunday Night Football crew too. Because I don't think Al Michaels is coming back or Chris Collins. One of them are leaving.
I think it was
Chris
no, Chris
Collinsworth, right?
Collinsworth was gonna stay.
Stay, and Matt and Al Michaels I think was leaving. I know Michelle Tafoya left. She
Right.
retired. So we're
And
gonna
then
get
we want to talk about most hated. Chris Collinsworth, like nationwide, I feel like has always been the most
no,
hated.
because look, I got to do this. Ready? It's the Collinsworth slide, right? I mean, that's the Collinsworth slide is the key word. Is the key slide. So you know, there's not a lot of
Oh wow.
sport announcers that
Oh wow. Hold on, we got a
hold
phone
on.
call. Yeah. What up? What's good?
All
Oh,
right,
okay. You're
we'll
logging
see
in
you
right
then.
now. All right. Well,
All
you're
right, well,
on while you getting on.
we'll talk to him in a minute. Like I said, this is the Coastal Bro after show. We're just coming on after a crazy show. What's going on? We'll probably bring a couple gets.
What'd you say, Romero?
I said, who else coming on?
Just him.
Oh, just you, man.
Oh, okay.
You the special guest.
Yeah, you the special guest for the after show. All right.
All right.
Unscripted.
Oh yeah.
this is just we're chilling, But
All right, see you in a minute.
All right, man.
All right.
So before he gets on, what is your greatest sports tandem of all time? Any sport.
Calling the game, right?
Calling the game.
I always liked, because I think when it comes to basketball, I've always paid attention more to the announcers than with football. Because football, I can look at a field and I don't hear anybody else. I can see routes, I can see blocking schemes. I guess that's just because, the inner coach in me. So I don't like just see random people running into each other and just catching passes. So I've always kind of ignored what people are saying, because half the time they're wrong anyway. But Troy Aikman and Tony Romo, I actually do enjoy listening to them. But when it comes to basketball, I know this might sound funny, but Reggie Miller, dude, can call a game.
So Reggie and the TNT crew, Reggie and was it
man,
Marv?
Reggie and
Marv?
Is it Anthony? Mark Anthony?
Well, let's bring in a basketball expert in here real quick, because he'll know anything. Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, fellas.
What's going on? So we're talking, greatest announcing tandem. That's what this show is, because Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are going to ESPN, which is doing Monday Night Football. So we were asking, who is your best tandem, play-by-play color, any sport, any sport?
Well,
hard question, right?
I would go with Madden Summerall.
Oh,
Madden and Summerall were pretty good. I would go with Madden Summerall.
Really?
See, yeah.
Madden's voice was iconic, though. Like, you can't get away from that.
Now,
yeah, exactly.
Being that you're a Laker fan, I figured you were gonna go Chick Hearns.
Yeah, like no Chick.
Chick Hearns and
Stu Lance.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one.
I mean, because we grew up with. I mean, we can't really go. I don't have a baseball. I mean, other than the World Series, is Joe Buck and John Smoltz. But grew up in the Dodger, it was one man and one man only.
Vince Scully.
And, they do this two-man. They do this two-man booth now with Joe Davis, and he has like every other. Then then he does so much other stuff now that they don't have a one-man focus.
True.
I mean, so it's like, well, who's calling the game this week? Oh, Nomar and Charlie and this other dude, and
Yeah. Well, let's keep it balanced here. I'm sorry. Let's keep it balanced here. Out of all the women who I've ever heard call a game, Shell Miller is probably the best female I've ever heard call a game, period. I don't know about y'all, but when she talks basketball, that woman is the only woman I know who will never talk about something that, like, for an example, I'm watching the game. Romero, I think you might have been watching the same game. And this dude is talking, I forget what female he was talking next to, but she's like, really? You're going to sit there and get punked by the mascot? So the mascot comes up and he's asking the dude for money for pastries. Like, he's giving out pastries, but this one announcer who's actually calling the game, he's like, no, I need more money. And he's doing this, right? So the dude is like, he's explaining the story, how he's going through his wallet. He pulls out a 5. He's like, no, 20. So the mascot takes the 20, doesn't give him a treat, and walks off.
That wasn't Doris Burke, was it?
Oh, man.
Because I actually like Doris Burke. as far as basketball. She's pretty good.
Right, but oh man, Rebecca Lobo, very short, but she wasn't bad. But me, Cheryl Miller, when she gets on, like she's just as rough and tough as some of these dudes. I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I could listen. I could listen to her and Reggie all day.
yeah, and it's funny you said Reggie because that was my first thought that came to mind.
Yeah, the one guy I can't stand is Chris Webber, though. He's horrible.
The one person I can't stand is Jalen Rose.
Really?
I can't stand him. Not calling a game. Half the time I can even stand his show. Like I can't stand Jalen Rose.
He's all right. But man, you guys are wild, man. I was watching the show earlier. That's a wild bunch. Nice sweater, by the way, Joey.
We had the wild men.
Thank you.
We had the wild men. I mean, what can I say? You know,
appropriately named.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're speaking about female analysts and commentary. You know, Jessica Mendoza, but she's not that bad.
Yeah.
When doing baseball.
She joined the Dodgers. The Dodgers.
She is now part of the Dodgers crew. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I like her.
You know, I really wish Alana was back, but I mean, hey, you know,
we all do. We all do.
So I posted on my Twitter. I said the only Rizzo I want to see in LA is Alana Rizzo, and she actually liked that tweet. So it's actually pretty funny.
Let me tell you, man, I ran into her at Dodger Stadium a few years back, and she did not disappoint.
No, she's awesome. I mean, she wrote down that I'm trying to break down the people that she actually said that was going to be a part of the Dodger family.
Yeah, there's quite a few joining the Dodgers crew.
I believe I saw one of them. It's Eric Karros. I think Dontrell Willis is in there. Is going to be there. So
Dontrell Willis, huh?
Yeah, Dontrell Willis will be. Okay, so it's right here. It's going to be Dodgers added Jose Mota, Eric Karros, Adrian Gonzalez, Dontrell Willis, Jessica Mendoza to their broadcast team. Karros will also call select TV home games. Mendoza and Willis will select TV road games. And Mota will call games on English and Spanish radio. Gonzalez, Karros, and Willis also will do a studio show.
Okay.
So, I mean, Joe Davis is going to have some people.
That's pretty cool, man.
I think Joe Davis is still going to be the play-by-play guy. I hope.
But to be honest with you, since Vince Scully retired, I rather listen to the Spanish broadcast, Jaime Jarrin.
Yeah, but how many more years does he have?
Well, I think this is his final year.
This is it.
That's what he's saying, but we'll see.
Because I mean, I know they got it's Jaime and Fernando.
That's right. So, yeah, I when I was a kid, I grew up listening to Jaime Jarrin first. As my dad would listen to Jaime Jarrin. So, that's our Vince Scully.
Yeah.
Okay, and Romero, to jump on the other side of that, I obviously have my most hated because I've heard everybody talk crap about Chris Collinsworth.
I can't stand him. Now, here's a guy.
See? Here's another. Who was the most hated announcer?
Joe Buck.
Oh, Buck. Yeah, Buck sucks also.
So, look, here's the thing.
He's a Dodger hater, man.
Hey, look, no. I was telling to Wallace this. Joe Buck is whatever team he's calling hater. Because it could be anybody. He's a Cowboy hater. He's a Chief hater. If he called if he were to call some Tennessee Titan games, you'd have been like, "Geez, the Titan hold the hater." Because
Joe Buck is the perfect example of nepotism. I mean, if it wasn't for his dad, there's no way that guy would be calling games. He's horrible.
Yes.
He's horrible.
The only thing good about Chris Collinsworth is the Collinsworth slide.
You like that?
right on it. Just slide right on it. Hey,
all right.
So here's the guy that used to be.
Here's the guy. Oh, man. Collinsworth.
Anyway, what's up? What's been you been up to, Romero? How's everything going?
Oh, good, man. I just filled out my brackets.
All right.
Who
you got?
Yeah, I got the Bruins winning it all. So
who they beating?
I think it's Gonzaga.
You too?
I think they're facing Gonzaga. Yeah.
Wow, you too.
Who you got?
Wow.
Who you got?
Go ahead. Really?
Go ahead.
I got Providence taking the show. Yeah, I got a fourth place. Look, it's funny. We both got fourth place teams taking the show.
Wow, that's a shocker.
I got UCLA.
Exactly.
And I have UCLA beating Villanova.
Yes, sir.
I got UCLA
let
beating.
Me double check mine.
I got UCLA beating Villanova 68 to 60. I can't see it. I think it was like 64. Okay. So it's like, because I was looking at the averages, right? The averages of the points. Like, all right, because I was explaining this to my wife because she's like, she's in this bracket and I forget who she picked, but she was like, I can't pick a tiebreaker. I'm like, you just pick a score. She's like, but what do you mean? What kind of score?
How come I can't see mine?
You know what I'm saying?
How do I go in and look back in at it?
You got to just go to your my groups and go to your bracket, to your pick. So I go to her and I go, hey, like, what's how do I pick the score? I said, you just pick the score. Just pick. I'm like in trouble. She's right here. You just pick a score.
Right over your shoulder.
She's right over my shoulder right here. You come on in. She's not gonna go on camera, but she's here. We got another guest.
Hey, Mama P.
Say hi. So she picks up. I'm like, just pick a score. Well, it's not like the NBA. You don't have 100 points. It's just one little bit of score. So,
yeah, there it is.
I had
who'd you end up picking to win the bracket? Do you remember? She's gonna look right now.
Okay, I found it. So in my final four is Gonzaga, Kentucky, Villanova, Providence. Okay, does that sound about right?
Providence, man, that's a wild one.
Okay, so let me show you just so you can see where my mind is right.
Actually, I have UCLA beating Gonzaga in the Final Four.
Okay.
And I have them playing Arizona. I'm sorry, Arizona in the championship. So I have UCLA beating Arizona.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you jump down to your Midwest real quick?
Let me see here.
64.
Yeah, I'm not bringing it up here. I'm having trouble.
All right, hold on one second.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my Final Four here. So yeah, I have.
I'm sorry, 32.
Yeah.
Midwest.
All right, let me look at hers real quick. Let's see what she has here. She's telling me she has Arizona beating Kentucky 70 to 64. Her final four is Texas Tech, Kentucky, Arizona, and Kansas.
Yeah, right? That's
so right. I have Texas Tech as well. I have Texas Tech, UCLA, Villanova, LSU.
Oh, LSU, huh?
Wow.
Yes. So
hey,
okay. I have Wisconsin beating LSU.
One more time. Hold on.
Shaq's son. He's playing on LSU, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I have Wisconsin in the round of 32 beating LSU. And then I have Providence beating Iowa. And then I have Providence upsetting Kansas, which is possible because of the way they shoot. And then I have Miami getting all the way to the Elite Eight, and I have Providence beating Miami.
I guess, I mean, with the exception of Providence, let me tell you, Joey, if you feel that confident on Providence, man, go to Vegas, put some money down on Providence. I mean, if they pull it off, that's quite an upset.
All right, so let me just okay, let's run this. Auburn and Miami. You guys don't have an upset at all.
Auburn and Miami.
I'm sorry.
What bracket is that?
I'm sorry, let me jump.
I got Auburn beating USC.
Okay, so you have USC beating Miami, Daniel. Is that right?
I do.
Okay, so you too, Romero?
Yeah, I have the same thing.
Okay, that's my upset. I have the 10 beating the 7. I have Miami beating USC. And then you guys have Auburn going to the next round, right? So you guys have USC beating Auburn as well?
No, I have Auburn beating
The other way around, yeah. I have Auburn beating USC.
Oh, so you guys see, I have Miami beating Auburn. You guys have USC beating Auburn. So
No.
we're all good with Auburn losing in a round of 32.
I have Auburn beating USC.
Yeah, I have Auburn beating USC.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where I have Auburn losing to Miami right there in a round of 32.
Now, let me ask you guys, how far do you have Duke going?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, being that it's Coach K's last year, and you know they're going to get some help along the way.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have them going a little deeper. I have them going, I think, Final 8.
So my upsets is in the first round. I got Colgate beating Colgate. Hold on, let me get it. Colgate is beating Wisconsin, and then I have La Jolla Chicago beating Ohio State, and Chattanooga beating Illinois. Those are like kind of my and San Francisco beating Murray State. Those are kind of like my double digit upsets, because after that Chattanooga game we saw the other day, I was like,
dude, it's funny. I called him. I'm like, dude, I gotta go. Turn on this Chattanooga Furman game.
Yeah,
they're gonna.
And Daniel turned it on.
Yeah, they're gonna happen. Yeah, I have. I went with the trend, the 12 seed over the 5 seed. That's always an upset. So I actually took, for example, I took New Mexico State to beat UConn. That's a 12 seed over a 5 seed. And
you putting money on that?
Traditionally, as you guys know, the 12 seed, for whatever reason, ends up beating the 5 seed. It's a pretty high percentage. So I played the percentages on those. I took most of the 12 seeds over the 5 seeds. We'll see how that.
Okay, Romero. So for me to answer your question, I have Duke beating Cal State Fullerton. Then I have Duke beating. Well, yeah, and then I have Duke beating Davidson.
Okay.
And then I have Duke losing to Alabama by a bucket.
Ooh, I could see that.
Because Alabama's defense, football, basketball, they play deep.
Yeah, I mean, I think Duke's gonna get some help along the way, though. I think because Coach K is retiring, so don't be surprised if they get some help along the way and they make it deeper than we all have them. So.
And then I got UConn beating Arkansas, and then UConn losing to Gonzaga in the Sweet 16. You got them losing day one. Dang.
Yeah, man. I think UCLA got screwed with a 4 seed, really.
Because they lost to Arizona.
I mean, yeah, they lost to Arizona in the Pac-12 championship or whatever. But I mean, come on, man. Johnny Uzang, Jaime Jaquez. We got a squad, man.
Your highest.
We were just in the championship last year.
Yeah, I got Rutgers beating Alabama too. Rutgers or Notre Dame. One of those two is going to beat Alabama.
See, that's New York basketball. See, I can understand that.
Yeah, Alabama's a football school.
What's your lowest ranked Elite Eight? Your lowest ranked Elite Eight.
Ooh,
I got 110 in there.
Let me see. I think that would be.
I got 2 number 1s, 2 2s, 1 6.
I got LSU is my number. Is my lowest rank. It's number 6.
So 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got pretty much all favorites. I don't really have any underdogs going that deep.
So what's the lowest seed you got?
Would probably be Texas. No, with Texas Tech is a 3 seed. So
UCLA then is your lowest seed.
You know what? Actually, North Carolina is an 8 seed, right?
I don't even know what bracket they're in.
Yeah, North Carolina is actually an 8 seed, so I think they would fall into that category.
So 8 seed.
I mean, they beat Duke, the ACC championship, so they can't be all that bad.
I got them losing to Marquette on day one.
Really?
Yeah.
You got the
I got that upset.
Being bounced in the first day.
Oh, yeah. So do I. I got my.
Hey, all right, we got a match here. All right.
Michael Jordan rolling over in his grave.
Hey, but Dwayne Wade's not.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, okay. You want to talk upsets? Okay, you want to talk upsets? I got Marquette beating Baylor in the next round after that.
Yeah, Baylor.
Nah, Baylor beat Marquette, bro.
You sure?
I don't know, man.
They're up and down. They're not solid like that.
As far as the number 1 seeds go, I think Baylor is probably the likeliest one to get upset.
Right.
I think so. Out of all the number 1 seeds.
Of all the number 1 seeds, yeah, I would say so because these number 1 seeds are pretty weak. I mean,
yep.
In my opinion, Kansas.
Well, except for Gonzaga.
Yeah,
Gonzaga's the real deal, man. But that real tall kid, skinny kid with a Chet Holmgren.
Yep.
Man, he's something else.
I got him in the Final Four.
Yeah, I could see
Gonzaga. Yeah,
Gonzaga's built for a deep run.
Aren't they always?
Yeah, they're going deep. I think Gonzaga's going to be the new Duke from now on. You know what Duke used to be. It's going to be. We're all going to hate Gonzaga because they're going to be in the running pretty much every damn tournament.
So I have Gonzaga losing to Kentucky. Who do you guys have Gonzaga losing to?
I got Gonzaga losing to
Texas Tech in the Elite Eight.
Let me see.
Texas Tech. Where did I put Texas
So
Tech?
I got Gonzaga losing to who the hell do I have them losing to?
Not
losing to
Memphis.
UCLA. They're losing to my Bruins.
They're losing to the Bruins?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got Gonzaga in the Final Four then?
I do. So I have Gonzaga. I have UCLA beating Gonzaga, and then I have Arizona beating Kansas in the Final Four.
Okay, I have UCLA losing in the Elite Eight to Kentucky.
Oh, the Wildcats, man. Damn it. Yeah, well, we'll see.
But look, that has been the most cohesive team for the last, I'll say, 15, 20 games has been Kentucky.
Yeah, they're just certain teams, man. They're certain teams that, they're blue bloods, man. They're traditionally, you don't want to face the Kentuckys, because, they are traditionally, basketball powerhouses, Yeah.
And Daniel, I told you about a month ago, I said when Providence was on that win streak, I said if they're shooting the ball, there's nobody in the country beating them in a tournament. What did we always say, Romero? 2 guards win the tournament every year. It used to be 1 big and 1 guard. Now it's 2 guards. Yeah, Providence got 2 guards. Villanova has 1 guard. Gonzaga has 1 guard and that big skinny kid. I don't remember these kids' names.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
No, guard play is pretty crucial in college basketball. If you have a good point guard, you're gonna be in good shape in the tournament.
And that's why I'm sticking with Miami to upset some people. They got 2 guards.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for the after show. Hey, I just wanted to go in there, bring in. Thanks, Romero, coming in. We did a little announcing and we did a little March Madness. So this is a March Madness.
Congratulations to Joe Buck and Aikman.
March Madness. This is the best time of year.
March Madness is great. This is when I used to love it. When I used to, I'm a little sick. Got at least the first 2 weeks was like, until it went to the Elite Eight. It's like, oh, we got games early in the morning. Back when I lived in Cali, I had that March Madness fever. I couldn't go to work.
Fever, yep.
9 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm not feeling so hot. I got a basketball game.
Yep.
Just one question before the exit. One question for both the guys before the exit. Did you guys fill out a women's bracket?
I did not.
No, I did not.
I did not.
We might have another upset too.
So
in the women's bracket.
I did not fill it up. I filled it upset. Normally, I print out the brackets with my family and we do it with my mom and my wife, and then I have to get all the brackets and I'm crossing things out. This time I said, you know what? I'll do a Sports Day TV bracket with all the guys, everybody that follows us and comes on the show here and there, and I don't have to worry about keeping track.
So who's going perfect, guys? Who's going perfect?
Nobody. Nobody, and I can guarantee
we're all
that.
perfect as of today. We're perfect.
We're all
right?
perfect. We're you know, tell what's that dude, Bill Gates or Elon Musk or whoever it is that always puts that. What is it? No, it's not those two. Who is the guy that does the perfect bracket? Some billionaire.
Some guy, yeah, some guy a few years ago won a couple mil on ESPN, one of those ESPN brackets.
And Woody.
I think it was Warren Buffett.
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
Yeah, yes, Warren Buffett. And then Woody Page's mom had one loss like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. Woody Page's mom is still alive?
Yeah, like somebody's mom. Like I think it was Woody Page. His mom.
Woody Page is like 80 years old himself. How does
it was somebody's mom from ESPN, old lady. She had one loss the whole tournament.
Someone needs to call Guinness and go interview Woody Page's mom if she's still around.
There you go.
I think that's all. Don't quote me, but I could have sworn it was Woody Page's mom.
All right.
Yeah. The only thing missing is Dickie V, man. I hope he gets better.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dickie V. Awesome, baby. Diaper dandy, baby.
And we're gonna leave it with that right there. So
yeah.
Thank you guys.
Get well, Dickie V.
You can stay on, Romero.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, Daniel.